Hello Pisces, welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of June. Before we get started, I'm super excited to announce that I now offer live one-to-one Zoom sessions with me where you get to ask some questions, we get to chat, and we can really dive into the energies that are coming through for you. All of that information is linked down below, as well as a code for 20% off for the whole month of June. Again, all of the information for that is linked down below. And with that being said, let's dive right on in to what you need to know for this month ahead. But as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Woo! Let's see. What does Pisces need to know, please, Spirit? We got two cards coming out. We have Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And we also have Protect Your Dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So it does feel like you are prepping for a big journey here that you've been hoping for and dreaming for. This could be a journey for work. It doesn't have to be a physical journey. It could be a physical journey for some, but it can also be that spiritual journey, mental journey, or just the journey of growing a career, growing friendships, putting yourself out there. I do feel like this could be coming after a bit of a dark time, maybe feeling a little bit down, a little bit, I was gonna say hopeless was a feeling that I was feeling. Let's see what's coming through for you, Pisces, in your current energy for the month ahead. See what Tarot has to say. What's the current energy or the theme for this month for Pisces? We have, if I could grab that card, please. We have Judgment. One more card for the theme. We have the Ten of Swords. So there definitely was maybe a harsh ending, having to walk away from things that weren't really serving you very well. You could feel like want to judge yourself. Have you made the right decision? Have you made the right call? But ultimately, I feel like a lot of this was out of your hands. You have a major arcana card here being Judgment. So I feel like you would have been guided down this path whether or not you made the final decision yourself. Again, it doesn't make it any less hurtful or less painful, but it does allow you to be on a different path to start this new journey. Let's see what challenges might be coming through for you. What challenges might Pisces face this month? New beginnings and endings bring all sorts of challenges. So let's see, Pisces. We have Chariot. I think it's just this scary new beginning. It does feel like for some of you, this is actually a physical journey that you're going on to maybe a new place to start a new life. And that does feel very scary. But what I want to say is this is going to teach you a lot about yourself, about your emotional world. It's going to teach you how to be open. Your challenge is going to be when things are going tough, maybe reaching out, telling people, allowing yourself to feel negative emotions. When we plan these journeys, when we start these things, we have a whole plan of how we want things to go, and things are going to go smoothly for us, and that's not always the case. Sometimes there are hiccups, sometimes your chariot breaks down, sometimes you get a little bit lost. It's about how you deal with that emotionally, and if you almost shut down. That's why I think the Queen of Cups is here, because when these challenges happen, it's time for you to change your emotional world and how you are reactive or how you don't react to things. And I think that's a bit of your challenge coming through this month. Next, we'll look into work and purpose, and I will clarify that when I say work, this can be a traditional 9-to-5, it can be your career, but again, work is whatever you define it as. What do you show up and dedicate your time and energy to? Is it spiritual work, mental work, physical work, or even housework? Okay, let's see what's coming through for you in work and purpose. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I love that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have a few cards here. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to dive into the Knight of Pentacles first because it feels like you have, again, it's part of your journey. You have this pentacle, you have this seed, you have this idea, and you want to plant it, you want to grow it. So it's about finding the right environment for that, and that comes with the journey. Where do you want to settle down? Where do you want to build your life? What fills your cup? What feels like an investment worthy for you? We also have the Page of Swords. I want to say, like, the impromptu journey is kind of feeling like you don't have everything planned, you don't have everything figured out, and you're kind of going with the waves, rolling with the punches. But with the Queen of Wands, it's definitely going to be building a lot of confidence for you here. But the Page of Swords feels like, for some of you, it's like an energy of you don't have to tell everybody. Don't be careful who you're telling your plans to. Not everybody wants you to flourish and to have the best for you. For others, it's really about knuckling down and using this as an opportunity to get to know yourself better, to get to know your environment and your world better. We're going to look into your connections. This can be friendships, family, romance, even co-workers. Let's see what's coming through for Pisces connections, please, Spirit. We have the Lovers. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Not everybody is going to be able to come on this path with you. Not everybody is ready to be aligned with you. They're not learnt the same lessons. They're not on the same timeline as you, and that's okay. It has to be, it has to be this equal give and take. And if you're not on the same path, if you can't meet in the middle, then it is okay to make the choice of choosing yourself and choosing distance. It doesn't mean that there isn't love and connection there. Again, when we want change, when we want different, when we want to expand, sometimes that does mean moving away from the ones that we love and care about. And that's not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean that we don't care, we don't love them. Let's see what your advice is for the month. The best way to navigate. What's the advice for Pisces, please, Spirit? What's advice for this month for Pisces, please? What's the advice you have? We have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Don't overthink your connections too much. The people that are meant for you will always find their way back to you. I also want to stress this for some Pisces out there, that you can have more than one soulmate. There are platonic soulmates, there are romantic soulmates, there are familial soulmates. There are all kinds of soulmates that we find along the way that teach us lessons, that help us grow, show us some ways. But again, not everything is forever, not everything is permanent. And I think with the Eight of Swords, it does feel like that energy of you want to overthink the past and you want to overthink the future, but you're not living in the present because of that. And you're not finding the enjoyment in the current moment. And I think that's very important for you this month. And I think that's what this journey is going to teach you, is about being present. It's about opening your awareness. And it's about, again, being in the present, not overthinking the past, not overthinking the future, but being very present. We're going to clarify some of these cards, get a little bit deeper into your energy and see what is coming out for you. We're going to start with Judgment. Why is Judgment here for Aquarius, please, Spirit? And that is the King of Cups. So again, making decisions from your emotional world and how it affects you and how it affects your emotions isn't selfish. When things start to drag on to your mental world, onto your emotional world, again, it's not selfish to be wanting distance. It's actually usually the more mature thing to do. And it's still okay for you to mourn what you've lost, but there comes a time where you do need to start appreciating what you have. I think with your current energy, you are in this stagnation of knowing you want more, knowing you want to put yourself out there and go places and see things, but also feeling kind of stuck in your old ways and stuck with these old wounds. The Ten of Swords, can we clarify this? We have the Page of Wands. Again, with that stagnation, it does feel like not knowing your way, not having true confidence. This could be someone giving you guidance. Maybe they give you an opportunity like, hey, there's this class that I'm going to, do you want to join? Or I'm going to do this and that, and it kind of ignites a passion in you and gets you out there. So again, saying yes to people, putting yourself out there, you might discover a little bit more about your dreams, your hopes, your desires. The Chariot. Why is the Chariot here, please, Spirit? Why is the Chariot a challenge for Pisces this month? The Lovers. Again, not everybody is going to be on the journey with you, and I think that's your challenge of not allowing yourself to be held back by other people's decisions and other people's choices. If you want to, get in your chariot and go forward, then that is something that you should start doing, choosing what feels right for you emotionally. With the Queen of Cups, it's also that energy of doing what feels right for you, not being closed off in your emotions, not being like, well, I would rather do this, I feel this way, but I'm going to push it down because I care about this person more. And it's not even that it's that you care about this person more. I feel a sense of you don't want to be lonely, and that's not a reason to stay. That's just for some Pisces out there. Why is the Queen of Cups here, please, Spirit? Why is the Queen of Cups here for Pisces? Let me see. We have Judgment. It's funny because to clarify Judgment, we got the King of Cups, and to clarify the Queen of Cups, we got Judgment. I think you need to kind of zoom out from your emotions and don't judge them. Don't demonize them. Don't be harsh. When we evaluate our emotions, when we think about why we feel the way we do, it's not because of somebody else's fault. It's not because of our own fault. It's about discovering why we have these past wounds. You know, why is it that my brain goes to judgment? Why is it that my brain goes to being a critic, to being mean, to being emotional? Why can't I just feel these, let them flow through me and let them pass? It doesn't have to be something that you scrutinize and demonize and judge and critique. You can just allow your emotions to be, and I think that is a big challenge for you this month, Pisces. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Clarify this. I love seeing the Knight of Pentacles, especially when it comes to new journeys and putting yourself out there and learning and growing. We have the Six of Cups. So you might be going back to an old idea, or even going back to a place that you love to visit in the past. It does feel like very nostalgic, very warm and cozy. I love the feelings of it. Again, you can have emotions tied up into things, but it's about making sure it's for the right reasons. Are we making these investments because it's nostalgic and comfortable and fulfills us, or is it because it's what we're used to, it's what we think we should do, it's what other people are telling us that we should do? It also could be a old friend coming through for you to show you an investment, to give you an offer, to give you an opportunity, to offer a different perspective switch for you, and to help you then build your confidence. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here, please, Spirit? Why is the Queen of Wands here for Aquarius? Aquarius, Pisces. My bad. I'm so sorry, Pisces. So we have the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. A lot of your confidence is going into who you surround yourself with and not what you're doing. You don't feel confident in your responsibilities, in your hobbies, in your work, in whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy and effort into. A lot of your confidence is coming from other people's validations and other people wanting to be around you. I must be fun, I must be cool, because look at all the people that want to be around me. But are they uplifting you, are coming on this new journey with you, teaching you, helping you grow, helping you expand and building your confidence? Or is it just, look at how many people want to be around me? I think that the thing you have to learn here is the substance of relationships over just having relationships. Because having 10 million friends is great, but how many of them are actually going to show up when you need them, or show you the way when you need guidance, or go through those difficult journeys when you need to go through them? Okay, let's see what we have. We already know we have the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles coming out for you with your connections, but let's see what that's all about. Can we clarify the Lovers? Why is this coming through in their connections? We have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords can be about gaining clarity, gaining understanding. With the Lovers here, this can be a breakthrough or truth coming through. It almost feels like that, like aha moment, you know, like that's why I made those decisions, or that's why you made those choices. It's also could be when it comes down to it, when you have to make the decision, you don't even have to think about it, it just comes to you. It's all I was gonna say, like when you're put on the spot, when it comes down to it, you're very sharp. It's almost like the ideas just come to you when you need it. If you're sitting and thinking and trying, it's not working. So I would say don't be too harsh with yourself about trying to make the right decisions, trying to make the right choice, because when the time comes, it will just come to you. The Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Pisces? The Tower. When it comes to connections, friendships, there should be this equal give and take of energy. I help you, you help me, you know, I spend time with you, you spend time with me, we are friends, we are on this equal playing field. There's no power imbalance, there's no one out to get the other. With the Tower here, I feel like you could have some friends unintentionally bringing drama into your life or dragging you into drama, causing chaos, causing shake-ups. And that might be where you have to make this decision and choice to step away from people. That's something to be aware of. Again, you'll know if this resonates for you. It could also be that you are craving the drama, you are craving chaos and wanting that, and it feels like, again, maybe you feel like there's not a lot going on in your friendships unless there is drama and chaos. Maybe people don't really talk or give each other time and energy unless there's drama going on, and that is not healthy. Two of Cups is your advice. Why is the Two of Cups advice for Pisces, please, Spirit? Why is this advice? It does feel like kind of maybe giving time and energy to yourself. Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Letting go of big groups can be ideal. Maybe you would prefer more smaller, intimate get-togethers where there's less drama, less competition. I think ego gets in the way a lot. I don't know if it's your ego being like, I need to have a lot of people around me, I need to have a lot of friends, or it's the big group driving your ego, or the big group other people's egos. It's something that you need to let go of. Again, smaller groups, maybe one-to-one. I was gonna say trios could be good. Smaller groups, I think, is what would benefit you for right now, and it might be where you can actually gain recognition, be seen, be understood by those around you. We just have the Eight of Swords. Why is this advice for Pisces, please? Why is the Eight of Swords is advice? Because the Empress is here. You kind of have this idea of what kind of life you want to create, what kind of life you want. And with the Eight of Swords, again, you're overthinking yourself. You're thinking you don't have choices. You don't have space and opportunities and decisions and choices and opportunities. I'm just repeating myself now, but you feel like you don't. But the Empress is here to say, like, when you take a step back, when you take a breath, when you slow down, that's where you can really start to attract in what you want. To have a magnetic energy, you have to surround yourself with people that are just as magnetic as you are, or that raise your vibration. You don't want friendships that bring the Tower. You don't want big groups where you feel judged or you feel like you can't be open emotionally. Smaller connections is good for you right now. I'm feeling making choices for yourself, for the good of you and not for the good of everybody else, is very important for you right now. Again, not chasing but attracting. The people that like you, want to be around you, that love your energy, that match with your energy, will stay around you. You wouldn't have to chase them or force them or even pay them to be around you. That is something to be aware of as well, Pisces. But that is all I have for your reading this month. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Be sure to check out my Zoom sessions. Those are linked down below. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.